Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Hey, welcome back to Tim Friend. We return once again to the spookiest basement of all time. I promised you over like the last, 3 episodes that this time we're actually going to take a veteran level dungeon. We're going to see some different enemies. Unfortunately, I will say, the game decided to give me quite a shitty crop of veteran level adventures to go on. I was really looking for something in the Cove or in the ruins, and while we did get them, I was hoping for a medium length one, and you can tell by the number of spikes around the outside, we've got a short and a long one. So not medium. The only medium we got were in the Warrens, and I don't want to go to the Warrens because the Warrens is full of creatures that are particularly resistant to our Plague Doctor's Blight abilities, and they're going to take quite a... That's going to take a toll, because we're going up against enemies that we're not familiar with. I think I am just going to go into the ruins anyway, because I've been playing pretty conservatively, and I think it's time that I had a sort of fuck it moment. If we lose people, we lose people. It'll be bummer, because there is absolutely an achievement for getting Reynald and Dismas to the final dungeons, but if we don't get that, that's fine. Also, look at that fucking sweet 12 deed reward, baby. 12 deeds. 12 of them. Alright, so we're gonna bring a shit ton of torches. Just a bunch of them. Stockpile up. And a lot of food. Oh my god, so much food. Now we're not going to be bringing... I'm gonna bring a bunch of shovels. Like 4 shovels, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I don't know how big this fucking place is. I'm not gonna be bringing any skeleton keys because my main goal in this ruins level is not to get money. Because over the last few missions, we've got a lot of money. We've got stacks on stacks of gold. What we need is heirlooms. So I'm not gonna be picking up money treasure unless it's like, I mean, I'll pick up money treasure, but I'm gonna be less precious about getting rid of it. In the case of we get heirlooms is at. This objective is also complete 100% of room battles. Honestly, so far, pretty fucking good. We scouted out 5 rooms, and none of them have room battles. We just got this one, and this one's just got a trap and a curio in front of it. Easy. Easy peasy game. Why have we been playing conservatively when the game's so ding-dang easy? Let's just fucking have Dismas do it. Let's not risk the trap damage. Dismas is equipped with his Drifter's Buckle, which increases his trap disarm chance by 10%. It is very polite of him. Whoop, get that light up before we get in there. Okay. So you'll notice, or you might notice, I don't know how much you've been paying attention, you nerds, that all of the enemies now have different names. This is a Bone Bulwark instead of a Bone Defender, and they also have higher stats. Instead of the old 200% bleed resist, the Bone Bulwark has gone up, I think, 20% in almost every category of resistance. You can fact check me on that if you want to. You'll also notice that he's got more protection, now with a very solid 45% damage reduction, and dodge 9, where I believe previously he didn't have any dodge whatsoever. The Cultist Enchantress has gone up to a very obnoxious dodge 21, but they have very similar, if not identical, abilities. So we'll be fighting them as normal. They're just going to be tougher to deal with. I think we're going to start with a Plague Grenade. I'm going to light up the fuckers in the back, start the clock on these motherfuckers. The Bone Marksman, better than the Bone Arbalist, now has a shocking 21 HP, where I think it had 14 before. So it like a 50% increase, which is very high. I don't know if it's a 50% increase in HP across the board. It could be, but I don't fucking remember. This is also the difficulty where we're going to start seeing stealth. We've seen 0 of it in the past, but we're gonna start fucking seeing that shit. So our tracking shot, which I ranked up to 3, and our illumination, I think it's called, on what the fuck's their face, Gemblifer, is also going to come in more handy. I decided to go with Scatter Shot, or whatever, Grape Shot, whatever the fuck that ability's called, because I wanted to bring the Enchantress down to within lethal range for the Blight. In the meantime, we're going to keep using... So we've definitely got Reynald coming up. I think he's going to lay down a sick beat on this Cultist Gladiator. So I think we're going to start putting some hits on the Bone Marksman to get them more into lethal. Ooh, Foul Warding. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to definitely have to put Blight on the Bone Bulwark because now that it's done that foul warding on the bone marksman, not only will it take all the damage for the bone marksman, but it got a fucking, what is that, a 25% protection increase, bringing its protection up to an absurd 70%. Absurd, frankly absurd. We don't like that at all. Okay, so now we're back to the top of the round. We'll put a Noxious Blast on the Bone Bulwark. Bone Bulwark is going to murder me. I will not be able to say that shit consistently. Grape Shot Blast, that's what it's called. And this is perfect, because it being an AoE ability, it goes right past the guard ability of the Bone Bulwark itself. Let's give a little bit of touch-up. Just a little bit of touch-up. You may have noticed I also replaced the Spooky Cleric head with the Sacred Scroll, I believe it's called, which is a Vestal item that increases the HP done, but rather than the HP done, increases healing given. But unlike the head that we got from the Collector, doesn't increase stress, it just reduces her damage abilities, which I'm fine with, because that's not what she's fucking here for anyway. She is here to get rid of stealth. I'm raising up one finger, and 2, heal the fucking party. That's what she's fucking here to do. Let's investigate this fountain. Invigorates the hero, 5 HP. Well, would have been a lot fucking better if I had come across that much later, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Video Jame? I believe it would. So far, pretty fucking good. Especially now that we've scouted out these rooms. That's like 3 fights that we technically don't have to do. Gonna run into a fight now. Ooh, we got the Bone Noble. Yeah, his dodge has also skyrocketed up to 21, which makes it very important that we've increased the ranks of our attacks. Bouncing back to that, because that increases their accuracy base pretty much across the board. It'll increase it by different amounts for different characters. Like the leper is always going to be a little bit inaccurate, unfortunately. And like, I don't know, other classes are just going to be more accurate than the leper, which is a bummer because I love their character design and they feel very satisfying when they hit. But their accuracy increases does not. It scales in such a way that it will always be kind of like a is it gonna hit type deal. But that's why I've been waiting for so long, because all these guys have dodge now. Where the Cultist Gladiators once did not have dodge, now they do have dodge, and that's bad for me. I don't like that they have dodge. So that's why I've been upgrading everyone's skill ranks to 3. That's why I've been fucking. Let's top off the party. Better safe than sorry. That's why I've been increasing everyone's weapons and armor up as much as I can, up to 3 in particular, because that will give us dodge to scale with their accuracy, and us HP to scale with their damage increases, which can be pretty brutal. I will say that when I first played Darkest Dungeon, going into this shit really fucked me up, because I was not ready for how much extra damage they were going to deal to me, and how inaccurate I was going to be, etc., etc. All right, our first time. Let's get rid of this fucking shit. Done. We got deeds, baby. That's what we're here for. We got the need for deeds. Let's not. You know I gotta read books. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm a big reader boy. What happened? I just make the lights go dim? That's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing to do. But it's fine. We're okay. I might want to come back and get these curios. If everything is going as well as it has gone so far. There we go. There's some fucking room battles. I got one with a curio, one with a treasure, and another with a curio. Yeah, read it. So unsettling, this passage. That's a lot of stress. Okay, you know what? No more reading for you, Russell. Maybe you just take a fucking chilly little pill. Disarm that trap. Get rid of your very minor stress, and then immediately get half of it back. Dang it. Light that torch. We always want to be surprised. We don't know what we're doing. We always want to be surprised. We always want to have a high chance to surprise the opponents. We don't know what we're getting into. But that early scout. Hey, here's our friend the Slaver and Ghoul, our first new enemy. He's a 2-spacer. He's got 14 dodge and 40% protection, damage reduction. He is going to harm us greatly. He likes to scream, to inflict horror And let's see, what else does he inflict? He inflicts just stress damage in general. Loves to put that stress on people. Oh, this is like his favorite thing to do. He also likes to throw skulls at people individually, which will do damage and put stress on people. He's just a big guy with a lot of love to give. So we're gonna fuck up first. First of all, we're gonna fuck up and miss the Cultist Gladiator, but he's gonna fuck up and miss us, so that's fine. The Blight, oh, here comes that Skull Toss. Oof! So that does a not insignificant amount of damage, and puts us stress and stun. It's a big hit. You know, we don't like it in this party. We don't like that. It's a bad time. So we wanna DPS rush this shit, because especially with how much strain damage we do, we can't really attrition our way through these fights. He just does so much stress damage with horror, and he will stack horror. He's a mean person. It's just bad news. So we're gonna stack blights on him. Let that chew through his protection. Now he's taking 12 damage on the next turn. All we have to do is 8. But I do want to get rid of this gladiator. Please, please, please. 86% chance to hit. Come on, buddy. That's what I like to see. All right. You are going to heal people. It's like always going to be 4, just because the divine comfort heals the party for anywhere from 3 to 3. Oh my gosh. That was so much damage. That crit, that was nasty AF. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't like it. Ooh, that hurt my body. Okay. Getting fucking spicy up in this piece. Yikers bikers, my friends. It does not look great for our party. We've got I'm going to guess at least 2 more fights in rooms beyond these 3 that we can see. We do have camping. We're gonna be sort of okay. That's the spirit, right? We're gonna be sort of okay. Hey, and another new guy, the Bone Commander. So he's like a beefed up bone bulwark. He's got less protection. He's got the same amount of dodge. He's just got more HP. He also has a nasty hit the entire party ability that no one likes to deal with. It's a bad time was had by all, you might say. But he's less of a problem, I would say, than the big grim ghost ass motherfucker that we've just fought. He's certainly annoying, but he's less of a party killer as that ghost can ghost. I keep calling him a fucking ghost. It's a ghoul. It's a ghoul, you dumb fart. How resistant is he to stuns? Well, he's got 70% resistance. We've got 120% base plus another 20%. So we've got like a 70% chance to stun him, which is not bad. Let's give it a shot. Hey, you stunned, bunch, and you're already going slow, so we're gonna have a little bit of a grace period. I don't like this focus fire you guys are doing. Stop. No hit Russell. No! I disagree with your choice of tactics. I hate that you're all just focusing on my healer. It's like you're playing in a fucking World of Warcraft battleground. I don't like it very much at all. Let's pop off one of these bone arbalists. That takes them down into the very nice, what I'm now calling the Blight Death Zone. I say now calling it because I'm just now fucking calling it that. We'll pop the stuns on that back row. It's a pretty much 100% chance because we got the Dazzling Charm for a plus 10% blight chance, and the Blinding Gas is already 120% base because it's Blinding Gas 3. So that's another reason to upgrade all your skill ranks, is so that you will have additional fucking, what am I trying to say? Additional debuff chance, additional shit to put on your opponents. You'll be more able to hit them with the good parts of your abilities because you will have that increased base chance to get through their increased resistances. Interesting. This guy's stun resistance has not been increasing, or maybe it goes away when you stun him. I don't fucking know. All right, well let's pop the Noxious Blast on him. We're done with the Bone Marksman in the back because of our delightful blight and stun combo. He's already stunned, so we can't stun him again. So let's just wail on him with our smite. Crusader always able to do good damage against Skelemans. That's why I feel the most comfortable in the ruins after all. Ooh, a nice big heal with that crit. Very good indeed, Russell. That's exactly what I like to see. Popping the last Noxious Blast on them will turn off the Bone Commander. I'm hoping that we can just kind of scoot around. I was hoping for another Vestal turn before the fight ended, but we can't always get what we want. Let's get rid of these emeralds, because we're not here for the cash, we're here for the heirlooms. You're up front. And Crusader, check out this suit of armor. Reveals great insight into this world. We got Ruins Adventurer. Well, that's fucking awesome. I'm down for that. Minus 20% stress in Ruins. Hell yes. I say yes to this, because guess where we are? We're in the fucking Ruins. Normally, I would expect the, what is it, like a 20% damage reduction bonus? I did not recall, but it is possible that it's true that some of the curios will give less powerful benefits as you progress in difficulty. Like that 20% damage reduction is that's pretty hot shit, I'm not gonna lie. But the random beneficial quirk is not, unless this was the Nightly Aura. Oh, let's check it with the Vestal. Yeah, boom, Soothing Pale Light. That's what I like to see. That's the plus 20% damage. Well, it's trash. I don't know what to tell you. It's bad. Because we don't want fucking damage on the Vestal. That's not what we're here for. Ooh, no journals. Thank you very much. We're here for the looms. Here for those looms, baby. Baby, please give those looms. I think we're good to eat as well. Let's just cram some food down Dismas's gob. Just in case. He's got less HP than Russell does, because Russell's got that, ooh, new enemy again. This is a Bone Spearman. And I totally forgot there are Bone Rabble upgrades. They're Bone Conscripts. I think Bone Soldier, guys with swords, I think those guys might not exist anymore. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we will see. We'll pop the Blight on them. I'm sort of coming to the conclusion that popping a Blight on the first round, even if it's a surprise round, is better than popping some kind of than the double back stun. Excuse me, terribly sorry about that. I'm a Grossman. I'm Marvin Grossberg from Phoenix Wright, a game I've never played. Damn, look at that fucking dodge. Even, excuse me, when dodge go up to 14, hero to hit, 95%. Because I think the maximum accuracy is 95%. I don't think it can get higher than that, unless it can. And no, that it would make sense this way. It makes sense. Let's pop a stun on this bulwark. We don't want him guarding anyone back there. We're gonna put stuns on them anyway. The spear guy's obnoxious for most ranks. I think he's good in every rank, which is just a fucked up thing to do to me personally, because I love to move him around. Yeah, spear thrust. Jingus Kringus. That was 10 damage on the dude with, well, he doesn't have any prot, does he? That's silly me. I thought the Crusader had built-in damage reduction. I guess I'm just wrong. I'm used to them having damage reduction, but I guess I'm just kind of a dingus. Boom! Shakalaka. Get rid of that, homie. Ain't nobody need that shit. Not up in this piece. Should we blind him or blight him? Let's just fucking blind him. Let's keep it going as long as possible. So he's gonna, oh no, that's gonna go away. Alright, well fuck it. Zap zap. Boom, and now we know that we've completely wasted the Plague Doctor's turn. Ding dang Darude Sandstorm. Oh well. Dead weight? Yeah, it's in addition to their resistance is going up, their chance to get the secondary effects of their abilities is also going up. So dead weight has a higher chance to push back. I can't remember if it has a chance to stun or not, if I might be forgetting. But that's why we put a Holy Lance and point blank shot on Reynald and Dismas, just in case they get moved out of position. Man, I am really going a fucking mile a minute, and we are really getting into the game fucking play on this episode of Darkest Dungeon. I hope you weren't expecting to hear about what's going on in my life, because all I'm fucking talking about is what's going on in this level. I don't actually know. I try to keep a mix it up. I don't put a lot of effort into thinking about what I'm talking about on the show. Does that make any sense? Was that a parsable sentence in any way? I rarely actively think about what I'm talking about. Like I've said many times, this show is very much I open my mouth and my brain falls out. I'll say it again every time because it's a catchy phrase, and I think it describes what I do pretty well. At least my technique. Let's dump the water on the ground, get those busts, those boosts. Close that shit. Open the chest. It's unlocked. What's in there? It's money. Don't care. Okay. Ooh, a good scout. Good scout. More than one room? Yes. Now we know every room. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 battles. Oh, a secret door. Fuck. Well, we probably wouldn't have gotten heirlooms out of it. All right. Let's take a fucking camp. Let's just have a little snack. Mostly so we can get rid of people's stress. We've got... I mean, now that we know the length, we're way fucking good. Zealous Speech gives everyone minus stress and stress resistance, which is kind of cool, but that's not necessarily what we want to do. We could use Bandit Sense to prevent the nighttime ambush, which is very nice. I definitely don't want to use any of Russell's abilities because that would not target Russell, and we need the things to target Russell, particularly so that they can reduce her stress. And then let's have clean guns. Boom. We're gonna fucking rock this next part of the dungeon. Hell yes. Rest, Bonch. We used Bandit Sense. There's no nighttime ambush. We have an additional 20% chance to surprise them and less chance to be surprised. We buffed Dismas's guns even further with 8% crit. What is that? 10 accuracy and another 20% damage. Absurd. An absurd amount of good shit. Ooh, hidden treasure. All right, well, it'll fill the slots until we get more heirlooms, I guess. All right, this long map does not feel much longer than a medium, which is it's interesting to me. It feels like there are about the same rooms. Ooh, the bandits. So yeah, now we know about stealth. Fucking do the stuff. So we can just hit them with AoE abilities. It won't pop them out of stealth, but it will still hit them, which is important. So stealth, they just can't be hit by attacks targeting only this slot. You can't hit them with single target abilities. You can't even target them with single target abilities. Like you just can't. You just can't do it. I'm not trying, but trust me. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. 5 damage per round for 5 rounds. Why is that one 5 and this one's 2? Why though? That's interesting. All right. Well. Ooh. This one can target stealth because it's tracking shot. It has bypass stealth and de-stealth to target. Pop. Now we can target them. We're still not going to target them because there's no fucking reasons for us to target them. Well, we could wait around, hopefully have our Plague Doctor go first, and then blind both of them. The Outlaw Cutthroat's got 11 HP. I don't think the Blinding Grenade does any damage. They'll die anyway. I'm waffling on it, I'm whiffling on it. Let's just heal the party. It's always a safe bet to heal the party with our souped up cleric. Like it very much. Our Outlaw Bloodletter, he's got 9 dodge now. This motherfucker's got 25% damage reduction, 11 dodge. This motherfucker's gone up to 16 dodge. Not the highest we've seen, but still quite annoying. So the bandits they're not the most threatening things, but I mean, everything's a fucking threat in this game. I don't know if you guys have seen me be fucking devoured by spiders, but you can be. You can get ambushed in the night and just get consumed by spiders. Just have a very bad time. Okay, Blinding Grenade does no damage, but the blight clock on this Outlaw Fusilier. I love the word Fusilier. It's so fucking evocative of old-timey weapons to me. Fusiliers. I like it so much, but I'm a dork like that. I'm hashtag sorry not sorry about it. But you'll see that they have mostly the same abilities, but Rain of Whips is still just a bad time in that it puts a bleed and does a little bit of damage. The bleeds and the blights, oh my god, they get so much higher. They make bringing a Plague Doctor even more desirable just because, yeah, itself cures the blight and bleed. Because they can, like, sort of iterate on curing blights and bleeds instead of you carrying around fucking antitoxins and bandages throughout the whole dungeon multiple times, which is a bummer because that shit takes up inventory slots. But the Plague Doctor being able to do it sort of on demand in fights, chef's kiss, very good. Look at all these fucking deeds, dough. Get rid of that $100. What are you doing? That's deeds. That's Prime's deeds estate. I think we're also going to get rid of this money, so we don't need it that much. And then we'll go up. Get rid of this stuff. And then I think we're going to go all the way down. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 more fights. Maybe we'll camp again, and then we'll get this last battle, and then clean up some of the curios, because we're having a pretty easy time of it because of how much I prepared. Why? Why did I think that was a good idea? I wanted to get rid of the fucking stress on Russell. I was unable to. No, thank you. Light a torch. I was unable to, and it caused more stress and damage on Russell. I don't feel great about what happened, no. But we're going to press on regardless. Oh, there is Bone Soldier, but it's Bone Veterans now. I keep forgetting, because you don't see nearly as many of the, what am I trying to say? Like, 2 Bone Rabble and 1 Bone Soldier. Like, you definitely see more advanced party compositions in veteran level stuff. At least, this is how I feel. It feels like everything is more threatening. They give you less of the sort of gimme fights that you might see in Apprentice, Adventure, whatever the fuck difficulty is called. Alright, that runs out the clock on the Bone Marksman, who gets his first attack for no damage. Very nice indeed. Let's heal Russell, because she fucking face planted into a pile of spikes earlier. Not the greatest. Look at that, 10 damage. Remember in the past where 10 damage would be like, whoa, that's so much damage. And now it's like, man, that's not as much damage. Well, it's not as much to Reynold, because he's fucking sitting here with a plus 10% max HP and a big, bushy fucking thing jam on him that helps him not be murdered all the time. Think about using tracking shot on this Bone Noble, but if it doesn't kill it, then we'll still be waiting a long time. So I've used it on the Bone Veteran just to pop the stealth off, so we can smack him with Reynold if we get that delightful feeling. Diminished. What was diminished? It was a bad time. Well, how did you diminish me? I don't know, narrator. I don't know what you're talking about sometimes. You did put... Oh, was it a debuff? Minus 5% crit. Well, who gives a shit? It's not that big a deal. Let's put the clock on the Bone Veteran. Oh, no, I should have put it on the Bone Bulwark. I'm a goofus. Well, smite away, my brave friend. Oh, well, you would have rolled low enough that you wouldn't be able to kill it anyway. So I guess the clock is justified. Dead weight. Big miss. Big miss. A weird fact. Okay. Now drifting away from the conversation about the game. A weird fact about today. Today is when originally Julia, friend, and I were going to get married. Obviously, with my lack of knowledge without fish impacting the world in such a decisive way, we were not able to have that at all. Our sort of local government not really having a physical location to hand out marriage certificates. I mean, we could not even get legally married in a tiny ceremony if we wanted to, but not to worry, because they didn't want to lose our business, all of our fucking vendors and all the shit that you got to hear about when your friends get married, where it's like, oh my god, and have you heard, have you had to deal with this? It's so annoying. And it's true, it is annoying. 1,000 gold though, it's a very high amount. Nope, let's close it. Let's get the fucking journals. Maybe I'll eventually do that read along where we get to read through some journals. That would be cool. It's fucking trapped. That's a bleed. Now we're just gonna walk all the way down to fucking here while Dismas is ding-dang bleeding out. Gosh dang it. But yes, obviously did not get married today because my lack of fish knowledge leaves us unprepared for the outside world. We've got a small, like they will let us get married in a parking lot in front of a booth because they don't want people to just stop getting married forever. Not that it would be forever, but for a long chunk of time. So they're allowing people to do that with like city officials in like a booth. We do not touch them, and it's very helpful. Like that's what I fucking want. I definitely don't want it to be an unsafe scenario. It's just kind of hilariously dystopian is the word that I want to put on it. It's definitely an indicator of my lack of knowledge about fish, the Tim's lack of knowledge of fish world that we live in. God, every time I bring it up, it just feels clunkier and clunkier, and yet I persist. Why? What is this thing I have? What is this disease? this affliction? Maybe that's what happens when I get stress at 100, is that I commit to a bad bit, and I just fucking stew in it, and I know that it's bad, and I will not leave this bit. I will set up shop in this bit of describing the terrible events happening in the world today as me not knowing about fish, and it doesn't work in any way, and it is bad, but that's part of the joke to me. I mean, you guys have fucking heard me laugh at my own shit all the time. Watch any series I've done. Watch any of them, and you'll fucking hear me say something dumb as fuck, and then just like laugh. Just laugh. No, like laugh in a sort of ashamed way, a bashful way, as though, you know, I know. It's not like I don't know how bad my jokes are. I will always know. Partly because I have my friends and beautiful fiance to tell me how bad they are. But also, I am one of my own worst critics. It's something that I do need to work on. I need to be more amped up about what I do. Like when I'm in here, I'm not going like, oh, geez, oh, sorry. No. I guess I was talking about how anxious I was, but like that, I don't mean to be like getting down on myself. I think that what I do here is fun and interesting, and there have been people, sometimes total strangers, who have told me that it is fun and interesting to watch and interact with in whatever limited ways that you can with via the YubTubs. But I gotta be more proud. I gotta be more confident in myself, more confident in me. But something that's been more of a recent revelation. I mean, I've known for a long time that I've had low self-esteem. This is obvious. This has been a theme in my life for quite a while, and it's tied very, very closely into my social anxiety. But like I very seriously like I work in a not in a corporate, but I work in an office, and in an office you can't like you can. You probably shouldn't sell yourself short if you want to, I don't know, move up, be respected. And of course, your mileage may vary. Different strokes for different folks, different supervisors for different supervisors. Yeah, I think I did that one as good as I could. But like I gotta not underestimate myself. I can do things. I can be effective. I've gotten some real positive reinforcement at work, gotten real positive reinforcement at home, and of course I'm getting positive reinforcement to people who watch the channel. It's very nice. It helps me out a lot mentally. Apparently, I don't know if it's like some kind of threshold I fucking hit, or this new thing. I don't have enough experience in the YubTubs. But I've recently, a bunch of spiders. These are overgrown webbers and spitters. They still only got 10 HP each, but look at that fucking massive dodge stat. 24. 24% chance to dodge. Nightmarish, people. We only have 91% chance to hit, though, because we've been rocking that accuracy shit. We put it on there. We get it up and around. We do not give a flump about what they say about us. Let's put a judgment on one back there, so at least it will die this turn from the blight instead of next turn. And then maybe we can do the same thing. Yes, with a grape shot blast, very nice indeed. And then we lop one of their heads off. I clicked the wrong ability. I keep getting them confused this game between smite and stunning blow. But yes, that's something I want to work on in and of myself in the future. Is sort of being like, hey, yeah, I do a let's play, and it's really is low budget, and I was about to say low effort, but I mean it's low production value, shall we say. Like I edit these episodes, but it's mostly to put the fucking end screen on and the thing on at the beginning and make sure that the audios are not total horseshit. But it's low production value, shall we say, because we've only got so many fucking hours in the day. We got shit to do. Not that we have like super active outdoor lives at this point, but it's probably going to remain low production values for a while, is what I am saying. But I like what I do. I like what I talk about. I like how I talk about it. We have a good time. All right. Thanks for joining me on this 80% just rambling about the game and 20% rambling about the fucking show itself. because I can't not be thinking about what I'm doing, I guess. All right, next time on Tim Friend, we will finish out this so far blessedly easy long mission. All right, bye everybody.
Tim Friend.